Hello, 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 and welcome back to Resilient Break Every Chain with Resilient Susanna. It's a pleasure to join you once more this evening as we continue our journey on goal settings. So, if you want to get another step towards fulfilling your goal, which we started last week, stay tuned. I'll be right back. For those of you who viewed my video last week, we talked about goal setting and we used the SMART method for setting our goals. So we're going to be continuing because I want to ensure that I help you to achieve your goals and your desires in 2025. To all of my new subscribers, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I appreciate you joining the Resilient family. May this be a journey that empowers you and that I too will be empowered by you, because I believe we all have something to give and to share, and therefore we can all empower each other. So today we're going to be talking about our vision board. We talked last week about setting our goals, body, soul, and spirit, and it's Winning Wednesday, and this is going to be a soul segment to help us develop our dreams, our goals, and our ambitions. So if this video would be of any benefit to you, make sure and share it so you can help me continue to share with others. Vision board. What is a vision? A vision is something that we are able to see, the ability to see. In the first place, God gives us vision. There's a difference between sight and vision. Through our eyes, we have sight. We can see everything around us. But vision, to me, how I would define it, vision is the ability to see from our heart, to see from our spirit, our soul, that part of us that nobody sees but drives us, that driving force that moves us. So the concept of how we see ourselves, the things we would like to do, our dreams and our vision. We normally time, where's your dream, where's your vision? So your dreams and your vision are that part of you that comes from within that will help to define you, your achievements, your goals, your ambitions. So that's Resilient Susanna definition of vision, right? It might line up with others, but it's when you listen, it says the same thing. To me, we need to expand on how we see vision. It's not just the sight, but our heart sees things. You're saying, I just had a feeling in my heart. My heart just telling, my mind just telling me deep inside. That's where our vision resides. Because people who say somebody's a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, and you'll hear them say, from small I wanted to be this, from small I wanted to do that. It could also be said, from small they had a vision or a desire of themselves as a doctor, a teacher, or a lawyer. A lot of time our vision is that driving force within us, compelling us to do certain things that lead us to our goals and our purpose in life. So that's vision in a nutshell. So what is a vision board? For those of you who read your Bibles, you'll know how that verse, that familiar verse in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2 that says, write the vision and make it plain. A vision board is a representation, something that you can use, and it doesn't necessarily mean it could be a Bristol board. That was the most common way it was done. You got a sheet of Bristol board or a sheet of paper, and that's where you get the concept of a board from. And on that board, you're going to put pictures and affirmations and quotes and stuff like that, that will help reinforce that vision that's within you. Because the vision within you, you're not seeing. But a vision board helps to give you a physical representation of that which exists inside of you. So you think about little children playing, and it's nice to see them use their imagination. And when we were small, back then, You didn't have things as much as it is now so readily available. And I remember after we got a doll for Christmas, and the doll would be destroyed, mashed up, the hair come off, whatever. We no longer had that doll. So you would not get another one until next Christmas. And we used to take our slippers, yes, our slippers from our feet, and stick it together and wrap it with a little blanket or whatever we imagine the blanket to be. Could be any piece of fabric, and we would leave part of it outside, and we would pretend. And for us, that was our doll, that was our baby. As we grow older, we tend to forget the ability to imagine, to dream. God gives us the ability to imagine things, to dream things. When he spoke a lot of time in the Old Testament, you would see him speak in visions, in dreams to people. And similarly, what we have in our heart, the desires in our heart, comes from things that God would have placed within us that would be fulfilled in time. So you take that now, that dream, you want to be a teacher. So you say in 2025, I divided my goals: body, soul, and spirit. Body, I want to lose weight. Soul, I want to complete a certain program or course or change my job. Spirit, I want to learn more of God's word. I want to be able to define. I want to be able to read the Bible from cover to cover, whatever those dreams are. So now you have those goals that you set aside for 2025. You need to have a representation of those goals to help you on your journey to fulfilling those goals. Now, I always love to do that. Create mine. That sometimes I use a big, orange is my color, right? You can see that. So I would use a sheet of orange Bristol board. I would cut a picture of a car, stick it there. A picture of a house, stick it there. A picture of a building, because I'm believing God that one day He's gonna give me a building to house the foundation, Heart of a Sister Family Foundation, the thrift store, the studio, and everything that I'm doing. So I have a picture of a building there. I have a picture of people, because I want to impact more lives. I have a picture of my YouTube channel and what I want to do in YouTube and so forth. That would normally be the Bristol board setup of it. But now, because you have technology, I'm able to create my vision board using my phone. Simply go on Canva, select the pictures, put it in there. It's much smaller, but the advantage is I have it there readily available. So I'm gonna show you in a little while why this is important. So we are talking about what it is. So a vision board is this representation of what you want to do. So you want to lose weight, get a picture of somebody that would be your size and how you would want to look at the end of the year. You want that vehicle, get that image, and you want to get an image as close to what you want as possible. So if you know one of your goals is to get a car, don't just take any car and put it there. Decide on the type and model of the car, decide on the color of the car, decide on where you might want to buy this car, and all this thing, whether it's going to be a brand new, whether it's going to be foreign use. Get that information clear. Because remember, the scripture said, write the vision and make it plain. And similarly, even in the concept of creating vision board, the psychologists and so forth would tell you, make it as clear as possible. So here it is. We know what's a vision. We know what's a vision board. So what is the purpose? The purpose is to help you stay focused. Where focus goes, energy flows. If you are to get your drive and your energy and your momentum focused towards your goal, and you don't keep reminding yourself, we need to keep reminding ourselves of where we are, what we want, and where we are going. Life is filled with so many distractions. If we don't do that, we tend to get sidetracked and forget. So a vision board is designed to keep you inspired, to keep you motivated, to keep you focused, so that you say, hey, when I next 2 weeks, I plan to do X, Y, and Z towards my goal. Remember, we talk about it being time specific. So the only way we can do that is when we constantly remind ourselves. It represents to us the changes that we need to make, so that we can stay focused on the changes, that because most of the time to get our goals, it requires certain changes, it demands certain changes. So your vision board will keep you focused on those changes that you need to make, that we all need to make in order to achieve the goals. People who go to the Olympics qualify, they take years and years, they change their diet, their sleep pattern, they make sacrifices. Changes are necessary for success. So our vision board will help to keep us focused on the changes that need to be made in order to achieve our goals. There are benefits to it. So it keeps you motivated, it reduces stress, because you are so focused on this. You have a plan, you keep putting your plan in place weekly, daily, monthly, etc. So it takes the stress of not knowing what to do, when to do, because you have a plan. And the vision board keeps you focused on that plan. It takes away the distraction, right? It increases your motivation. It helps you to stay on course. That is why I'm encouraging you to create your vision board. Right, so after you define what your goal is, you go about selecting the images, as I said, to represent these goals, and then you create the board, whether you're going to be using Canva, whether you're going to be using a literal board, or you're going to be using a place in your home. You could even do it in a book. It doesn't necessarily have to be one sheet. It could be a nice little book, and you have pages, a different page representing different segment of your goal, whether it's a body goal, soul, or spirit. And so you have this nice little booklet reflecting your vision chart. So there are different ways to depict it, but the goal and the objective is the same. What is important, so that is different steps. I give you 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, you define the steps. 2, you select the images. 3, you create what you're gonna put it on. 4, you display it somewhere that you're gonna see it very, very often. You know, we have the saying, when you see somebody for a long time and we say out of sight, out of mind, and then you try to convince the person, you're out of sight, but you're not out of mind. But human nature is, once things are out of sight, it tends to be out of our mind as well. We don't think about it. And that's why vision board is important, what we see. So our vision board will stimulate what we see, and what we see will stimulate in our mind what they call neurotransmitters like dopamine, the happy hormones, and all of that. Because when you see things, it affects. That's why they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Right? Someone might say something to you, but every time you hear something, you tend to create a picture in your mind. What remains is the picture. But when you see the picture itself, it impacts us. And so that's why they say it's worth 1,000 words. That image remains with us so much that it would cause changes to take place in our brain. It will change our mood. And therefore, when you think about it, you get up in the morning and you have your vision board by your mirror. We always look in the mirror before the day, so before we leave home. So you have your vision board right there by the mirror, or close to the sink where you brush your teeth, so that as your eye focus on your vision board, your brain becomes stimulated, your emotions begin to stir up, ideas begin to fall into place about what you're going to do in alignment with your vision. You get the picture? So it's important to not only have the vision board, but have it somewhere where you will see it often. If it's as simple as just making a list and writing down your goals and sticking it by the mirror, do something. It's about creating stimulation to keep going and to keep you focused on your vision. The last step I would give towards the vision board is that you update regularly. I remember making some stickers, sometimes stars, sometimes circles, so that I would stick it next to the goal as it's achieved with the date written on it. So as you update your vision board complete, or next 3 months to keep yourself going. You can do it monthly as well. You can do it quarterly, however you choose, but it shows progress. And as you progress, you celebrate. You celebrate your achievements, you celebrate what you would have accomplished so far, and then you're able to see a clearer vision of the finish line. Hey, I'm almost there. It's just gonna take me 5 more days, 5 more weeks, whatever it is. And so it helps you to stay focused, it helps you to stay excited, it helps you to stay on course, so that when discouragement comes, that's why I say it helps with stress. It is a stress reliever. And you look at that board and you say, you know, I already accomplished A, I accomplished B. Surely, even if C is giving me some trouble, I know I can accomplish C as well. Right? So these 5 steps I want you to remember. 1, have your goals and focus. 2, that will increase your motivation. Then you get your pictures and your images as to stimulate your sight. 3, you decide what method you're going to use to create your vision board. 4, you place it somewhere it's clearly visible numerous times during your day. And 5, you update as you go along. You must keep these steps in mind when you want to use this method of using a vision board, so that it would keep you stimulated, it would keep you positive. It would be so nice, I would be so delighted if you would take a picture of your vision board and send it to me. You can send it to me via email at breakeverychainfamily.com. That email is in the description, so feel free to go there, click on the email, send me your vision board picture that you would have created, so that I know what I'm doing is impacting you and it is helping you. Of course, thank you guys. Lots of love to all of you who are commenting. I'm enjoying the comments. It's a pleasure to connect with you. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Share it with someone else so that we grow a community together. I posted last time, the last video, remember I gave you a free 5-step guide towards fulfilling your goal. All you had to do is go in, click on the link and download it on your device, whether your phone, your tablet or so. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a freebie this week, but I may do so, and if I do, it would be to reinforce what I mentioned to you today, the benefits and advantages of having a vision board. Alright, but you can go right now in the comments and tell me what are the steps that stood out to you the most, because I know you would have heard something like this before, but what stood out to you today and what step you're gonna take towards creating your vision board. So I'm your girl Resilient Susanna from Resilient Empowerment Service. I am here also if you need to book an appointment, a one-on-one with me, a coaching session, a workshop, all of that, links are in my bio. Love and blessings. Bye for now.